Hi Dalmatians, it's Miss Blaney here again with another read aloud today. I'm going to share with you a story called Clark the Shark and the Big Book Report. And this story is written by Bruce Hale and it's illustrated by Guy Francis. This story is what we call fiction, and fiction stories usually have characters, there's a setting, and something happens in the story. Usually there's a problem and then there's a solution. And a lot of time with fiction stories, they're make-believe and they might have characters that are animals that can talk or animals that wear clothes, just like in our story today. I hope you like this one. Clark the Shark and the Big Book Report by Bruce Hale, illustrated by Guy Francis. Tomorrow is book report day, said Mrs. Inky Dink. Is everybody ready? Only a few flippers went up. I'm nervous, said Benny Blowfish. I'm scared, said Ella Jellyfish. I can't wait, said Clark the Shark. If you're worried about speaking, said Mrs. Inky Dink, just remember, be bold, be smart, and speak from the heart. I'm not worried, said Clark, laughing. Mine will be the best report ever. At recess, Joey Mackerel asked, Aren't you nervous about talking in front of the class? Easy peasy, said Clark. I know my book like the back of my flipper. At lunch, Clark made up a joke for his report. Kenny Ahi laughed so hard, milk squirted from his gills. That night, Clark tried out his report on his family. They laughed and clapped. Clark even made a fancy poster of the book cover, with a little help from Mom. On the way to school, Joey asked, Are you ready? I'm so ready, said Clark. They should film my report. It'll be perfect. All through their morning lessons, Clark wriggled and wiggled. He couldn't wait to give his report. Finally, the time came. Who will go first? Asked Miss Inky Dink. Nobody spoke. Nobody but Clark. Me, he said. Pick me. Clark got up and told his joke. What do frog princes eat with their hamburgers? French flies, Clark said. Everybody cracked up, and then it happened. Clark forgot what came next. His mind was as empty as a seashell. He said. Clark had a brain freeze. He wanted to shrink and disappear. Clark was totally tongue-tied. His friends cheered him on. You can do it, Clark, said Joey. Clark smacked his face and stood on his head, but the words wouldn't shake loose. Be bold, be smart, said Mrs. Inky Dink, and speak from the heart, said Clark. Suddenly his mind was clear again. Clark went on with his book report. Maybe it wasn't perfect, but it was from the heart. And what do you know? His classmates loved every word. I love this story. I hope that you did too. I really like the main character, Clark. Can you name any of the other characters that were in this story? Do you know the setting of this story or where the story took place? And could you tell someone what the problem was in the story and the solution to that problem or how they fixed it? I hope that you're having a great week. I miss you very much, and I'll see you back here next time.